for it to tell us that we are great and ready to rock and roll, and we are on. Hey guys, how you going? Turn it down, BK Sport. My hands are red. We've done 3 games so far. We've done 2 games. This is our 3rd game right now. And it is between the Broncos and the Canberra Raiders. Raiders down there in Canberra. Broncos travelling away. Broncos obviously came off a big win last week against the North Queensland Cowboys, who just got a big loss again to the Cronulla Sharks. The Cowboys will actually go into last position. They will go now down into last after that one. The Eels play the Tigers tomorrow, I believe it is. So we'll see how that one goes. If the Eels lose, well, they go. Actually, probably either one of those teams probably go below the other, to be fair. Oh, no, Tigers are -2. No, it would take a big Eels win for them to go below them. So Eels could. But overall, anyway, that's another game for another day. This game here, the Raiders and the Broncos, they're about to come out in the field. I obviously just finished the last game, so let's absolutely smash through. Let's smash through these 2 team lineups here, guys, before we do get into the chat and see what you guys are saying before the game starts. Obviously, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new around here. I appreciate you guys tuning in as always. It helps you get through games. Ooh, geez, that hurt. Helps you get through games like the last one, for sure, because that was a blowout win there. But, all right, so the Raiders are at home at GO Stadium in Canberra up against the Broncos. Raiders 5th, Broncos 4th. Both teams won last week. Broncos got a great win against Sydney Roosters, who actually beat the Panthers on Friday. The ins here for the Raiders, Albert Hopewade, Matty Nicholson, and Trey Mooney, with the outs being Jed Stewart, Joseph Tarpany, and Xavier Savage. You go to the fullback, KO Weeks, with the wingers being Savelia Tamale and Albert Hopewade, centers of Matthew Tomoko and Sebastian Chris. You go to the 5'8", Ethan Strange, with the halfback being Jamal Fogarty, captain as well. Front row forwards, Josh Papali'i and Corey Horsburgh, with the number 9 being Tom Starling. Back row, Hudson Young and Zach Hosking, with the 13 being Matty Nicholson. Interchange, Morgan Smithies, Owen Paddy, Simi Sasangi and Ata Mariota, with Trey Mooney as the 18th man replacement. Solid team, man. We'll talk plenty about it in a second. Obviously, just got to run through this Broncos team list quickly. But solid team. Underrated team, in my opinion. Nothing spectacular, but underrated team as well. Broncos, on the other end, no ins, no outs, no shake it all about. There's none of those. They are all the same as last week. Reece Walsh, Reese's Pieces, is the fullback, with the wingers being Selwyn Cobbo and Jesse Arthurs. Centers are Dean Mariner and Gehimat Shibasaki. The 5'8" is Ben Hunt. The halfback is Captain Adam Reynolds, with the props being Patrick Carrigan and Payne Haas. The number 9, Corey Pakes. Back row, Jack Yasewski and Jordan Riggy. And the 13 is Kobe Hetherington. Interchange, Billy Walters, Corey Jensen, Xavier Willison, and Brendan Piakura, with the 18th man replacement being Tyson Smoothie. My tip for this game is based off of the outs here for the Raiders, and that is Joe Tarpany and Xavier Savage being out. I think the Raiders would have had a lot more about them if those guys were in, especially Tarpany. I think the Broncos 4-pack has the ability to take over now with no Tarpany there. Horsburgh and Papali'i, no pushovers. Neither are Hudson Young with Zach Hosking and Matty Nicholson. I think the Raiders will still be competitive, but I just think that the 4-pack here with the Broncos, based off of the names on paper, should be able to get over the top of them, especially if they play like they did last week. But I also do think last week was a real hard one to decide now based off of the Roosters game on Friday. But we'll see how it goes. Round 1 has proven that doesn't mean shit compared to round 2 with what we've seen. So I'm looking forward to seeing how it does go today. This was the game I was most excited for out of the 3 of them. Obviously, the Rabbitohs-Dragons was a 1-point win for the Rabbits. The second game was a blowout win for the Sharks at the Cowboys. This one, I believe, will have the most quality about it. Could I see the Canberra Raiders falling apart? Absolutely. Could I see the Broncos falling apart? Also, absolutely. But I think I'm more inclined to go with the Broncos based off of not last week, but based off of the on paper. Reece Walsh is a star. Selwyn Cobbo is arguably a star. Ben Hunt star. Adam Reynolds star. Patrick Carrigan star. Payne Haas star. And that's probably where I would leave it for stars. And then you compare to the Raiders, where you'd say Hudson Young would be a star. Not that he's been fantastic over the last recent couple of years compared to what he has been in the past. So the Raiders are more of a hard-working, hard work ethic team, whilst the Broncos are more of a flashy, bing, bang, boom in your face kind of team. So that's the difference. So I'm going to take the Broncos here. But in Canberra, it's a packed-out crowd. Wow-wee, real impressive crowd there. You don't see that much in Canberra. I'm not going to lie. Canberra fans, you don't get out and support your team that crazy usually. But this game, you've really come out and supported them. That is a packed-out crowd, and you love to see it. I guess it is the first home game of the season, to be fair. So, you got to take that into account. But, guys, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. Game is on. Raiders start with the ball. It's 3rd tackle, and they're at the 30 through Corey Horsburgh. The big bopper. The big bopper. I'm just sorting this chat out. Hello, Blaze. How are you tonight? Well, it's currently for me. It's not tonight. Currently for me, it's like 2 p.m. Yeah, it's 2:09 p.m. 2:09 p.m. for me today, so I've got a whole day left of me. I've got a whole day left of me, man. So Raiders now a fit tackle. They'll kick this ball in the corner. But no, I'm going good, man. I'm feeling good. Needed a bit of a kickback day today after what was yesterday. Reece Walsh grabs his ball and brings it to the 15. It's a loud crowd for Canberra. Since when did Canberra get loud crowds? Since when is it loud in Canberra, man? No, we don't need to ask you how you are, Ben Fricker, because we know how you are as a Cowboys fan right now. We know. We're very well aware. We are aware. On the bright side, though, how was Geelong today? Thump 3-0. Did they really? I haven't even been able to breathe, let alone to know what's going on. Broncos penalty. Raiders give away the penalty early doors. Broncos get an easy out from their own, first 20. Woo! 147-69. That's wild, man. Lions with a close win over the Swannies, too. That Carlton-Richmond game was a crack-up. That was a crack-up. I never thought I'd be cheering home Richmond, but, it happened. I never thought in my wildest imagination I would ever be cheering home Richmond. To be fair, I've done a vlog for Richmond before. I should... Have I done a vlog for Richmond? Yeah, I have done a vlog for Richmond before. But with that being said, I never thought I'd be non-vlogging or non-creating content and back in Richmond, but that was a funny finish, man. I just don't like how the media's been going on about the Broncos already being potential grand finalists. It's going to happen, mate. It's going to happen. So Payne Haas, he's a big boy, taken down to the 30s. 6 again. It's the first tackle ever for the Broncos. I want to see your predictions in the chat, guys. Give me your predictions. Do you believe the Raiders can have a chance to win? Oh! Good hit by Horsburgh. Horsburgh whacks Kobe Hetherington into the ground. That's a 6 again. Should have been a 6 again. I want you guys to tell me, do you think the Broncos win or do you think the Raiders win? And give me your unbiased thoughts. Don't just say you hate the Broncos, which is valid, and then say that the Raiders win. I want to see if you actually genuinely believe the Raiders have a chance to win this game or you think the Broncos are too good. So Payne Haas taken down to the 13, 4 tackle. Right, since his first 4 games, my tips were completely wrong, so might as well just go all in and keep my tip off the tip of Raiders. May as well go all in, man. But yeah, it is a worry with Tarpany and Savage out. I am 1 from... Oh, no, I'd be 2 from 5. 2 from 5. And Raiders will grab that one. Whoa! Good hit there. And Hudson Young cleaning up as a fullback. What's going on there? Thank you very much, Daz. Jay's job is all over. I told you, man. I tell you guys all the time, Jay doesn't know what he's doing. It's always Jay's fault, man. Gee whiz. Daz mate's taking over. Jay, got to watch that bloke. You got to watch him. But you've got Hudson Young. Where is the fullback there, mind you? Why is Hudson Young playing fullback in that situation? I think the Raiders have a chance to win, but I think Broncos won at 12. Yeah, I would agree with that. Oh, that's out in the full. That's out in the full. That's a massive kick, but it's out in the full. Oh, you really want a scoreboard for your stream? Oh, getcha. Getcha. Good to see Corey make it back into the Raiders team, Ginger Machine. He's a weird one, man. He's a good player when he's on, but he can be really emotional. And, it impacts him. I'm all for emotion, man. I'll cry on stream right now if I have to. But, he's a very emotional guy, which is good and bad in this game. It leaves him susceptible to a lot of... There's no way you're taking the 2. I know they're not. Okay, good. So, Payne Haas here, 5 metres away from the line. Actually, they have to go for the tap. That's a kick out in the full. It's not a penalty. It's not a penalty. Alright, so it's Paddy Carrigan now, taking down 4 metres away from the line. Love to see the Raiders win, though. Oh, yeah, for sure. It would be great. We've seen a lot of upsets already, though. But yeah, I got the Sharks tip right, and I got the Knights tip right. Didn't get Warriors, Panthers, or Rabbits, but... Adam Reynolds with the ball gives it to Paddy Carrigan. I reckon... Oh, 1-on strip by Tommy Starling. Well done. Oh, they called penalty. They said there's 2 in the tackle. Damn, I thought he got it off just in time. Only game I've got right so far is the Sharks. Everything else was completely wrong. If anybody here, or anybody in general, is 0 from 5, there's a problem. No one should have been tipping the Cowboys, unless you're a Cowboys fan. The only way you should be 0 and 5 is if you got the first 4 games wrong and then were a Cowboys fan. Typical round 2 upsets. Typical upsets. No one knows what's happening here. That's why round 1, round 2, Broncos! Oh, he's lost the ball. Ricky. Oh, Jordan Ricky. He loses the ball on first tackle. And the Raiders fans are getting up and at him. I'm actually appreciative of this today. The Raiders fans aren't usually loud. There's not usually a lot of Raiders fans. He's just lost that ball. It's impressive to see, man. Impressive to see. 6 minutes in. Blake says, how are you ahead of me when you're in India? Get good, kid. Get good, kid. Come on. Wake up, Blake. Wake up. Maybe the NRL's punishing you for yesterday's game. Maybe. I reckon the NRL's punishing you for the Panthers game. No, it's because I watch NRL, man. So firstly, the internet here is way better than Australia. And secondly, watch NRL must be... I think it's like KO, but it must be like immediately live. I don't know. But yeah, the internet here is fantastic, man. It's like upload speed's about 150 and download speed's like 160 or 150 kind of deal. Josh Papali'i gets his ball to the halfway point. Great set here from the Canberra. Great set. Really gets him on the front foot. And now Jamal Fogarty with a pretty average kick, but it puts the Raiders in position to get a good tackle going. Oh, mistake! Oh, it's the Raiders' ball! Damn! Who is that? Is that Jesse Arthurs? Yeah, Jesse Arthurs has made the mistake there. Jesse Arthurs makes the mistake. Oh, it's in sync with KO. That's crazy. That's awesome. That's good. But Jesse Arthurs couldn't find the distance, and then it comes off his knee and goes out, so it's Raiders' ball here at the 25. Raiders are going to get their first attack instead of the game. Here we go. All off the back of the knock-on from Jordan Riggy. 7 minutes in, Hudson Young, 25 metres away. No, that's not Hudson Young. That's... is it Smitty's? No, Matty Nicholson. Matty Nicholson, who's the 13, not Morgan Smithies. Smithies has been pushed to the bench. Usually you'd see Smithies as the starting 13. He was actually named to be starting 13, but they moved Nicholson there. So third tackle now, 15 metres away. The Raiders give it off. Tom Starling to Horsburgh. Jamal Fogarty, short ball, and there's going to be try for Matty Nicholson. Will score for the Raiders, and they take the lead 4-0 with a kick to come. The Green Machine. I think that's the beat to the thing. The Green Machine song. But TRY try time. Where's Brocky for the try time? Bing bong, mother bitch. Brent says, get that up, you Broncos. Oh, man. Like, if it wasn't for the injuries to Tarpany and Savage being out, like, I said in the last stream, I'm tipping the Raiders. So, can I just pretend that I didn't see those injuries and stay with the Raiders? Oh, boy. Well, there you go. Gotta love a debut try. Yeah, is he on debut, is he? Did he not play Vegas? Did he not play Vegas? But the Englishman gets over. Canberra loves a good English forward, and they're good. The English forwards are good. Gotta love a debut try. English forwards are good. 73% of the poll has voted for the Broncos too. 73%. So you can tell which way people are looking. Why didn't he play in Vegas? Peach said, unlucky if you drew, mate. Oh, no, they lost it. Shit, I wish you didn't ruin that for me. I would have watched that later. But anyway, it's fine, bro. Don't stress. But damn, did we lose again? And no, we didn't lose in a tight one again, did we? Oh, 17 points. It's fine. Oh, it was yesterday too. True. Like, bro, I'm in India, man. So, like, time zones are whack for me. Nah, that's fine. That's fine. At least we didn't lose in a close one. We're competitive. Like, Fiji and Drua are improving every year. It doesn't seem like it. Papa was 13 and Smithies was bench. Oh, there you go. Blake Hart says maybe he got in the side because Tarpany is out. I don't know. Hey, potentially. That's probably a shout. That's probably a shout. With that being said, like, it's a... I do love that they've got Owen Paddy in this team. Owen Paddy is a good young blood coming through for the Raiders. A lot of people have seen it for a long time. Some people like to say that they're the only people who've seen him, but like a lot of people have seen Owen Paddy for a long time, and he's a good player. Are the Broncos good this year, PSG says? Jay says no. The Broncos have the ability to be good. I'll say that. They have the... Oh, that's out in the full. That's out in the full. Well done. Well done. Round 1 doesn't mean shit, everybody. This is what I keep trying to say. Just because the Broncos beat an awful Roosters team last week does not mean they're going to win the comp. Does not mean it. They're struggling early here, and I said the Raiders are underrated this season. You go back to my post-season review of the Raiders last year, and I told you this team is underrated. They are underrated. I don't even still think they make the 8, but I still think they're going to be a really competitive team this year in a lot of ways. 10 minutes gone here, guys, in the first half. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. I can't talk about being good as a Warriors fan. Why? You just flogged Manly yesterday. Take it while you can, mate. Josh Papali'i now will be 30 metres out from the line. First tackle, 10 minutes in. Like I said, thumbs up, subscribe. We're on here. The Raiders are on for potentially another upset. 24 metres away. We've got Tommy Starling. He's going to go underneath to Josh Papali'i. Papali'i's going to be 13 metres away from the line. Underrated. Delete yourself. Third tackle. Off to Horsburgh. Fogarty. Maybe the numbers. Maybe the numbers. No. And they'll be taken down 12, 11 metres away here from the line. They give it off now to Starling. Starling will give it underneath to Corey Horsburgh. Horsburgh runs. It's a high tackle. That's a high tackle from Ricky. That's a high tackle from Ricky. Bullshit referee. You got to call that. That's a, yeah, Horsburgh's gone down. Okay, get up, Milker. Like, yes, you should have got a penalty, but you stop milking. And, oh, that's a knock on. That'll call knock on there. Ryson says Raiders have got a really young bench as well. 21, 23, 23, and 24. That is super young, yeah. Troy Fitzsimmons says, yeah, that guy ain't a real Warriors fan. I would have to agree, man. Like, if the Titans win this week, if they win tomorrow, I'm saying we're winning the comp. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. You got to back your team, especially after a big win. Like, you can't be... Oh, it's a knock-on by the Broncos' first tackle. Selwyn Cobbo with the most errors in the comp usually. They celebrate over the top of him. That could be a little bit of a biff over here. But the Raiders force a knock-on at first tackle. The Raiders are coming out with a bang, baby. They're coming out with a bang. With a bang. Selwyn Cobbo knocks it on first tackle. And they're going to get a fresh set of 6, 10 metres out of here, Canberra. Oh, and it was Matty Nicholson, was it? No, it wasn't. It was Josh Papali'i and Horsburgh. Or is it Nicholson? No, that's not Matty Nicholson. I don't know. I back us when we play at home. That's bullshit. Back your team every week, bro. What the shit? Hello? What do you mean you back us when you're at home? So what? When they're away, they can just go fuck themselves? So, what do you mean you only back them when they're at home? Second tackle, you're 3 minutes away from the line. Hello? What kind of comment is that? Jamal Fogarty taken down 15 metres out. Did you hear the chat that Cobbo will sign a PNG? That's interesting. That wouldn't surprise me. That's interesting, though. What do you mean you only support your team when they're at home? Also, they were at home against Manly yesterday. Kick it through, Broncos get the ball. Not a good kick. So Broncos at the 10. What's happening here? What's happening? You only support them at home, but yet they played at home yesterday against Manly. So you should have been supporting them yesterday. But also, you can't make no sense because how do you not support your team away and home? Oh, man. This chat gives me... it really, sometimes, man. First, we had the Dragons fan from the last game. And now we got some flip-flopper Warriors fan who doesn't even support his team when they're away from home. Come on, man. Support your team through thick and thin, man. That's what makes the game fun. Broncos 40-20, maybe. No, they knock it back in. Nice. James says, would you ever do UFC commentary? So I have done it in the past, man. The only hard thing is that I've got BKRtravel that I'm starting up. I'm in India right now. I'm traveling and whatnot. So it's very hard to add on more sports. But if I was ever more settled, or if I was able to get a bit more, because the time zone would be actually pretty nice, wouldn't it? It'd be similar time zone to like the midday games, to be fair. Fourth tackle here for the Raiders. Third tackle, sorry. And they get the ball here to the halfway point of the 40. Knock on. And penalty, actually. Should be penalty. But like James, I would. I've done it before. It's just it's very difficult to do it when I'm doing all this travel. Myper says go to the Broncos. Mickle Pickles says up to the Broncos. We're going to come back. Well, it's not really a comeback. It's only 6-0. For me, it has to be 13 plus for a comeback. Maybe 12. I'm happy with saying it's a comeback if it's 12, but 6 points to me is one try. It's not really a comeback. I haven't been able to watch a game this season yet. PSG, brother. Brother, look at me. Eye to eye. Right now, look at me. How can you tell me you're a fan of your team if you haven't watched either of the 2 games that your team has played in? I just got to ask you that really simple question. You're currently watching a Raiders-Broncos game, but you don't have time to watch your Warriors games play? And they were at home yesterday, so I don't understand. I don't know why. I'm going to move on from this sidetrack conversation. So the Broncos now give it up to Payne Haas, and Payne Haas is going to be 35 metres away here from the line. Gets the offload away. Then to Patrick Carrigan. And Carrigan will be 33 metres away from the line, 3rd tackle. I can see this being the game that I thought was good. I was looking forward to this game the most today, and it hasn't disappointed so far. 4th tackle at the 20. Off to Payne Haas. Payne Haas with a run to about... Oh, good offload. Great offload to Adam Reynolds at the 15. Flicks it back to Ricky. Here comes a knock on. And now they'll be 7 metres away from the line. 5th tackle. He didn't knock it on. There's a celebration. Patrick Carrigan, 5th tackle. Ben Hunt, Reece Walsh. Way too hard. Let it go. Stupid kick. Way too hard. So it'll be a 7 tackle set coming up for the Raiders. You could tell as soon as they came off the boot, that was a knock on. That was a way too hard kick for sure. But no, I used to do UFC commentary, and I did. Did you see Paul Gallen calling out Sonny Bill Williams again, saying like he's older and Sonny Bill shouldn't be scared? Actually, did I say on a stream that I sat next to Joseph Parker on the way back from Vegas? We had to pick up from Samoa, but he got on at Samoa. I sat next to Joseph Parker. I can't remember if I told you guys that. Jay's making you mad? Mate, that's not something you want to tell him because he'll make you madder. 4th tackle now for the Raiders at the 35. At the 30, 4th tackle, sorry. Reece is overrated, worst player in the league. I think... I disagree, but like I like your enthusiasm. His defense is poor, but his attack is electric. But when his attack doesn't come off, I can get where you're coming from. He said he'll only fight its 3-minute rounds. Oh, really? Oh! Knock back Raiders! Papali! It's a try zone for the milk! Up 'em, Canberra! Canberra with the try. It's 10-0 with a kick to come. 10-0 with a kick to come. 10-0 with a kick to come. Canberra Raiders kick to come. 10-0. Baby, try time bing bum mother bish. Get it in the chat, Brocky. Come on, you're the try time bing bum mother bish guy. Come on now. Raiders lead 10-0 the kick to come. Oh boy. Oh boy. Try time, bing bong, mother bitch. Exactly right. Team Broncos. It's gone backwards, for sure. It's 100% gone backwards. There's no debate about it. Long way to go here, guys. Long way to go in this game. Big Papa Lee, big Papa Lee, big Papa Lee, big Papa Lee. Try time, but a big Papa. Would the nickname be Show Ponies or Bronchokes? Well, Bronchokes, but Bronchokes wouldn't make sense in this situation because they're down 10-0. Big Papa Lee, big Papa Lee. Also, Josh Papa Lee is only 11 games behind Jared Kroger. Push the like button, guys. Easy done. Exactly right, Troy Fitzsimmons. Exactly right. Push that like button. THS, I like the Ricky Presser after they lose the Raiders. It's premonition to watch. Yeah, absolutely. My favourite presser last year was when the Raiders beat us with a extremely controversial no call by the bunker to give us a penalty from in front of the sticks in extra time, and the Raiders ended up winning by a field goal based off of that call, where the Titans got dudded, and then Ricky came into the presser calling us the cheaters. It was incredible. That was really prime Ricky Stewart, really prime Ricky Stewart wanker. Jason, does that bottle of water have the letters MRP on it with a number after it, or does your Pepsi bottle? Oh no, here we go. It might have it somewhere. I really probably shouldn't be looking for it now. Yes, it does. Yeah, it's got... Yes. Yes, it's got MRP there. There you go. Broncos need some decent back rowers, to be honest. I don't know why they got rid of Hosking. Was Hosking Broncos? Wasn't Hosking Panthers? Zach Hosking was Hosking Broncos, was he originally? I swear Hosking went to was it the Panthers? Oh, he was originally Broncos, but he only played 4 games. It was very early in his career, and at that point they had Kurt Capewell, and they had guys that they thought were a bit different. I can understand it, but they do need better back rowers. Ricky just hasn't ended up being that guy, man. Oh, I thought you were trying to tell me, oh, Raiders get the ball, goes back, and then it will be picked up by Jesse Arthurs. I thought you were trying to tell me that was something to do with the, like, if it was good water or not. No, this water, I got that whole packet of water. This is 9 bottles of, how big is this water? 9 bottles of 1 litres, so 9 of them for, like, I think it was 50 rupees. So 50 rupees is nothing. Like, that's 50 rupees is like 10 cents, kind of 20 cents or something like that. It's literally nothing. No, it would be like 70 cents or something, wouldn't it? 70 cents is 50 rupees. Alright, so the Raiders put it up, and it'll go backwards. Still backwards. And they get it. Sebastian Chris is away. Oh, if they score off this, that's crazy. 20, 25, 30. Oh, taken down. Nearly, if they had scored that, would have been wild. Adam FN says, how do you reckon the Cowboys go this year? Not good. Not after the first 2 games, that's for sure. I don't think that the stats were that bad in the game against the Sharks just now, but they again got whooped, so that's not a good sign. Their stats were much better, but there's another little squirrel thing. There's so many squirrels that run around here. Raiders 4 tackle at the 42. 6 again for the Raiders. They have started off much the better here. I support the strippers at Strapperland. The strippers at Strapperland are always a fun time. Always a fun time, the old strippers at Slapperland. PSG calling Panthers a mid-team after winning 4 Prams is another great take. On fire, the old PSG. I wonder if he's still supporting his team away from home next week. So the Raiders here. They're 15 metres away. Jamal Fogarty. That's KO Week. Sorry, loses the ball. Goes backwards. That's fine. Tom Starling gives it off to Sebastian Chris. Chris pushes off 1, 2. Oh, he's 1 metre short. He's 1 metre short. Tom Starling gets it out to... And now it's 5th tackle. Again, a metre out here. That's Morgan Smithies. I know it's Smithies, by the way, but we call him Smithies. Fogarty over the top. 6 again on 5th tackle. That's wild. That's wild. First tackle here for the Raiders, 2 metres out. I reckon we call that quits for about 5 minutes, Joe. You know what I'm talking about. Second tackle here. 1/2 metre short for Corey Horsburgh. Second tackle now. Off to Tom Starling. Starling gets it out. Ethan Strange to Morgan Smith. Hudson Young, sorry. He's 5 metres away. Third tackle. Tom Starling gives it out to Jamal Fogarty. Saw that bend. And Hosking will be 4 metres away from the line. 4th tackle. Out to KO Weeks. KO Weeks moving. And it'll be taken out 5 away. This is okay defence here for the Broncos right now. Canberra need a little bit more. Out to Jamal Fogarty. He'll kick that ball up into the air. It's a good kick in a good area. But there was an escort there. But sure. They will say it's fine. So it's going to be Broncos ball at the 5. There was an escort there. Nelson Mate says, coming to Broncos. Jeez, they're struggling right now, man. Bob Bell, how the game going? I just got home. Broncos are struggling, but it's been really impressive to watch it from Canberra. Really impressive to watch it from Canberra. And Trent Barrett looking there like he has no idea what's going on. And look, to be fair, I don't think he does. I don't think he does. So 5th tackle here at the 30 for the Bronx. Out to Adam Reynolds, and that's blocked. If the Raiders get it, it's their ball. Broncos get it. Oh, it's just going to be play on here. Broncos get the ball back. Oh, no. Who's it going to be? Knock on. Okay, so first knock on from the Raiders. That was a bit weird. Dennis, is that the Wires? Yeah, good win for the Wires yesterday. Good win for the Wires. Hudson Young does love a good charge down. Yeah. Okay, so it must have been knock on from Hosking there. So Broncos ball now at the 40. Dude, I'm just so scared drinking water over here, eh? Even though it's like a normal bottle, it's a legit bottle, and I did have to unseal the cap. You just get so scared drinking water over here. Junkie says up the. Fair enough, up the. Up the what? Up the kazoo? What are we talking about? Up the kazoo, or what are we doing? Up the brass? Still up the kazoo. Yep. First tackle now for the Broncos. At the 37 or so, and it's going to be a flick back from Gosewski off to Carrigan. Carrigan now to Kobe Hetherington, and Hetherington will be 45 metres away from their own line. The Broncos really, since that knock-on... Oh, jeez, I thought they called forward then. Since that knock-on for Jordan Ricky, they've looked all over the shop. He's lost the ball. No way! What? After held, but like the ball was... Anyway, whatever. Blake Hart says, has there been any update on Turbo's injury yet? I didn't even know he was injured until someone told me today. But no, not yet. He's gone for scans today. He's gone for scans today. What happened here? Alrighty, here we go. Davo says, I was about to ask you, how careful do you have to be eating? Very. The first tackle now for the Bronx. Paddy Carrigan to Adam Reynolds. Adam Reynolds at the back. Ben Hunt gets it across. Here's Jesse Arthurs. It's try time. Broncos try. It's going to be 12-4 with a kick to come. That's a good try from Jesse Arthurs. That's a good try from Jesse Arthurs, man. So it'll be 12-4 here with a kick to come. Fiji Wood's the best, man. Kick to come. 12-4. What about Cheery's back? Blake? Cheery's back? Oh, Cherry Evans. Are they? Yeah. Well, I said in my preseason prediction that as long as they're healthy, they're a chance to win the comp. But if they're not healthy, they're not winning no comp. They'll be lucky to make the 8 without Cherry Evans and Trebojevic. Because then they have to rely upon Seabold. And that's always a hard task. But it's cheeky Supercoach right there. The old Jesse Arthurs. Plenty of Broncos fans in the crowd down there. Jesse had a lot of work to do there. Raiders should have done way better, but he was just too strong and got over the line. It's a good try from Jesse Arthurs. It's a good try. Fantastic put down. 14 minutes left here. I actually really like his hair. I think he's got a good hairstyle this year. He changed his hair quite a bit. Brenton said, I think they said in the press that his back was tweeted. He's tweeted? What was it tweeting? What was his back tweeting, Brenton? Did DC have an injury? I heard something happened against his match against the Wars, but I hope it's nothing serious. Yes. Yes, apparently he did get injured. Something about his back. Alright, so Adam Reynolds here from the sideline. Can't get too further across. So he's about 400 points less than Cameron Smith. He's about 100 points from going above Harrison Malmazari and Jared Croker and whatnot. Alright, so Reynolds whacks it across, and it is 12-6 to Canberra. He won't go above Cameron Smith. He's not going to get 400 odd points before he retires. Tweeted that he's a cat. Oh, fair enough. Oh, I didn't realise that. Wow. Wow, makes sense now. No, thank you, Brendan. No, it makes sense now. 13.5 minutes to go. But we are on for a game here. Prime Reno at the Rabbits was great to watch. I think Reno's been great to watch at the Broncos, to be fair. But yeah, Prime Reno at the Rabbits was great, but I still think he's been great to watch at the Bronx. I just think that he was a prime reason as to why they lost that grand final, though, because he didn't play safe enough and was doing weird, like, dropouts and shit. Like, it was... You just got to play. In a grand final, you're up by 14 points with... Oh, what was it? 16 points? Yeah, 24-18. You're up by 16 points with 15 minutes to go, and you're going for the loosey-goosies. Let you wish up. T. Fonotti says, is it going to be another upset? Well, I called this over the last couple of days. I said, I think the Raiders can win. before I saw the upsets. And until I found out that Tarpany and Savage was out, I then changed my tip to the Broncos. But even with Tarpany and Savage out, like, the Raiders are doing well here. I wish I'd have stuck with my gut. But the Broncos are still in this game. There's still a long way to go here. Ever is a long time, Davo. Yes, someone eventually will, but ever is a long time. And that's going to be a big kick. It's going to be a 7-tackle set. He caught it in goal. ASGJD says, sub you Titans fan. Are you, like, insulting me because I'm a Titans fan? If so, can you please make it at least, like, an interesting insult? Or, like, at least tell me to go fuck myself or something. Like, please. Like, at least. Give me something better than whatever sub you Titans fan. Sure. That was a good one. That's probably one of the harshest ones I've ever heard. So, second tackle now for the Raiders. They're going to get this ball to the 45. Ben, not the right emoji to go for. No, he's trying to insult me, bro. He's trying to insult me. That's why he's doing it. So, 12 minutes to go. Like, at least tell me to go screw myself or something. Tell me something good. Come on. Fifth tackle here at the 35. Trolls used to be better. Keep it family friendly. Fifth tackle now. And they'll be 20 metres out here from the line. 11 minutes to go. Thank you for your advice on my channel, man. Feel free to go create your own channel, Mr. AESGJD. So the Raiders on 5th will get taken again. They didn't kick it. He's a big scary man with his keyboard. No, he's got me good, mate. He's got me good. He doesn't want me to be. He doesn't want me to swear on my channel. He also wants to insult the Titans. So, like, I don't know what to do. I'm scared. Like, at the end of the day, he's a big, scary keyboard man. His mum probably doesn't let him swear yet. That would probably be the right answer. I would probably lean with that one. What part of India am I at? I'm in Delhi. I was doing Holi yesterday. That's why my hands are red. I used to watch him. Joke's on you. You're watching me right now, big boy. So that's going to be a knock-on there for the Broncos with 11 minutes to go here of the first half. Knock-on for the Broncos. Raiders will get the ball. You tried your best. You failed miserably. What's the lesson here? Never to try. Thanks for coming. 10 minutes to go. And by the way, thanks for subscribing. Hit that thumbs up button while you're here, ASGHD. Looks like you're still here. Is. Da, da, da. Great song. Da, 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 da. It's bloody. He had to attend a sacrifice on arrival to India. Hey, it would look weird though, man. Like, it really would look strange as. Do I still have a little bit on my... Oh, is it still like here? So, 10 minutes to go. Thumbs up, subscribe. Raiders with the ball at the 40. They've got a chance here. Tommy Starling gives it off into Zach Hosking, and Hosking's going to step into the 30. 10 minutes left. I am subbed to him. Yep, thank you, Sherlock Holmes. We know that because you are currently commenting in the chat. Barely, but still commenting. And only subscribers can be commenting in the chat. All right, here we go. Third tackle for the Raiders, Corey Horsburgh. And Horsburgh is going to be about 12 metres out. Gets the offload away. And Ethan Strange, he's going to be 14 metres away. Fourth tackle. Raiders score here. And this is going to be seriously interesting how the Broncos go into half-time. Out to Jamal Fogarty. Fogarty here. Kale Weeks. Big pass. Up and up Awada. He's gone out. Good defense in the Bronx. Good defense from the Bronx here. So Broncos ball here at the 10. Jesse Arthur's having a good game. Jesse Arthur's is having a good game. It's hard to get one past the old J. Fogarty should have backed himself. I agree. This has been a good quality game, though, in my opinion. I think that both defenses have been pretty strong. James Bro just called him Sherlock. Yeah, Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, no, really good stuff. Very intelligent individual. I think Nasser has actually been calling him today. The old Nasser, getting on the old ring-a-ding-ding, one of those rotator phones. Saying, hey, listen, we need you. Your intelligence is out of this world. Honestly, won't be surprised if Penrith win this year. Hope they don't, though. That's crazy considering they've won the last 4 premierships in a row. Big call. But 4th tackle here, and it's going to be an injury here for the Canberra Raiders. Hudson Young, I think he might have been hit around here. I hope he's all right. God bless him. God bless him. Yeah, Jordan Ricky kind of hits with his left arm. He's trying to push out. I don't think it's intentional, but Ricky shouldn't really be putting his arm that high up. He shouldn't be putting his arm that high up, but it's not going to be. It's not intentional. So wild takes in today. Seb, you know, it's really difficult to come to terms with some of the really, you know, upset predictions. But Seagulls won 2016 up the gullies. Up the gullies. But the thing is, right, is that he's come in here, he's tried to insult me the whole time, and now he's trying to have like an honest conversation, and will be surprised that I'm replying to him like he's an idiot, and he'll be like he'll play the victim as if like we haven't been put into this by the fact that he's just come and tried to assault me. Happens all the time, man, and people will be like, "Why are you so mean to me?" It's like, you came in here trying to insult me, then you realise that we're just taking the piss and we don't really care, and then people play the victim like, oh, but I was just joking too, and you're like, well, you weren't. You weren't. Can we start talking Origin? Yeah, you're lucky you don't get a timeout for trying to talk Origin in round 2. That's the truth right there, Blake. You are lucky that you're not getting timed out for at least 1 minute for suggesting that we talk about State of Origin when we're only on Saturday of round 2. You bastard. Unbelievable. Full tackle here for the Raiders at the halfway point. They get off to Zach Hosking, and Hosking will be at the 40. Gets an offload away. Tom Starling looking for a hole. He gets up ball left. Here's a chance here. Here's a chance here. Smashing Chris underneath. And Tamale. Oh, it's a forward pass or something, is it? Oh, it's obstruction. So penalty Broncos. The ironic thing about this is that he's helping your channel in a way without him even realising it. I think they understand the sacrifice. They understand the sacrifice. Oh, Mitchell's timed him out for talking Origin. That wasn't even me, Blake. Mitchell's timed you out for talking Origin. It's deserved. And you got to own it. You got to own it, man. You're talking about Origin on Saturday of round 2. It's not even... We're like literally halfway through March, mate. And you wanted to talk about Origin at the end of May, beginning of June. Oh, man. My India trip will be basically done by then, and I'll be on my way to Vietnam at that point. That's how long away that is. Blaze might be nice, but I'm not. Hey, listen. You know, it is what it is. Third tackle here. Broncos will score. Jesse Arthurs on the wing. Makes it 12-10 with a kick to come. 12-10 with a kick to come. Happily ever, Arthurs. So 12-10. Jesse Arthurs with the double so far. He's been good today. He has been good today, the old Jesse Arthurs, and the Broncos are... No, Brocky, what do you say? Not try time. What do you say, Brocky? Come on. Someone says, only annoying thing with all these olds is they get a free membership from Slapper. Yes, like when Mitchell does it, or Slapper does it, or someone does it, they do get, unfortunately, a free membership over people who deserve it. Like yourself and Brocky and people who come here all the time. Exactly right, Brocky. Try time, ding bong. Mudder. Bish. My bish. He's having a great game, Jesse Arthurs. He's been the Broncos' best player, if I'm on. He's been their best player. Can you wriggle your ears without moving your eyebrows? I don't even think I can wriggle my ears even if I move my eyebrows. How can you wriggle your ears? Can people actually wriggle their ears even with their eyebrows moving? I don't even know what that is. Sure. Use your hands. Yeah, that's the best I can do. It's easy. Well, no, it's not. How about that? Adam Reynolds will miss the kick. Ow. And the Oscar for the most random question the chat goes to, that's a great one. It's a great one. Alright, so 5 minutes to go here in the first half. I'm loving this Canberra crowd, by the way. You don't see it much. Usually they don't get a fantastic attendance. That's good. Thank you, Jacob, for this really random track you've gone down. I don't understand where it's come from, but thank you for that enlightening advice. I need my Zen rush. This sounds good. Yeah, I don't know what's happening here. I don't know what's happening here. So second tackle now for the Broncos. They'll get this ball to the 25. Now third tackle, 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. Damn, I realised I gotta go to the movies tonight. Can I cancel my ticket? I'm tired. Is this the loudest Canberra crowd you've heard in a long time? Yeah, since I was there. So fifth tackle at the halfway point. Like, we out-chanted their whole stadium. This one, you wouldn't be out-chanting this stadium. So Kyle Weeks now. He's going to bring this one back into the 15. First tackle. Well, that's what I booked my ticket for, right, Sam? But it's like 3 games gets it out of you. 3 games gets it out of you. So I think that shows at like 7 o'clock or something. It's only $2.50 here. It means I actually have to go and do something, and I just wanted to like chill today. I didn't realise how tired I'd be after yesterday. Sebastian Chris gets the ball offloaded. Here they go down the wing. And the Raiders will be 35 metres away now from the Broncos. Line 4 tackle, 3.5 to go of the first half. They're looking for the inside ball, Hudson Young. And it'll be 5th tackle at the 20. Still pumping the legs at the 20. It's a long, maybe like 3 hours. Yeah, but like, we'll be sweet. It'll be sweet. Oh, that's going to bounce nicely. It's going to be a dropout. Nice kick. Nice kick. Very good kick. Bernardo, snooze and partay all night. There's kind of parties every night here, man. Like, it's not like a weekend thing here. It's kind of whenever. What time is this? 7:50 p.m. It's not too far from here. Oh, they kicked the short one, but the Raiders will grab it. All right, Raiders, here's a chance to take another 8-point lead going to half-time. This could change everything. This could change the whole way the game shapes up if they can score a try here to make it an 18-10 at half-time. Tom Starling gives it off here to Hosking. Hosking's 9 metres away, third tackle. It's a good game, though. It's a good game. Short ball. Try time, I think. I think it's a try. Yeah, they've called try time here for the Raiders. And it is 16-10 with a kick to come. And it's Matty Nicholson, the Englishman. He's firing up. He's firing up. Matty Nicholson punches one right into the shoving start of the Broncos. And it's 16-10 with a kick to come. Blake says, what kind of sports are India into other than cricket? Well, technically, cricket's actually not even their national sport. Fun fact. Their national sport is hockey. Yep, field hockey is actually their national sport. Which, fun fact for you, Pakistan has actually got the most ever titles in hockey, I believe. Pakistan, and then I think it's Australia, and then India. Or it might be Pakistan, then India, then Australia, one of the 3. I know Pakistan are first, though. Metal says, Raiders are contenders. Hey, listen, yesterday I said the Raiders win. I'm pretending that that's what I said today too. So 16-10 with a kick to come. Your boy, Jay. Your boy's back. Your boy. That is indeed a fun fact I didn't know. Yeah, cricket is not the national sport of India. I think our national sport is cricket too, isn't it? National sport of Australia is cricket, yeah. I would have said, like, 20 years ago, you could have probably argued union was. For the old folk here, 20 years ago, was our national sport ever union? Oh, hits the post from Fogarty. 16-10 with 36 seconds to go in the first half. Going to any kabaddi games while you're in India, Blaze? I'm going to IPL. I've got like a wrestling thing happening in Delhi next Sunday. I'm not going to go tomorrow because I'm still here in those cars. But like in the Central, there is a wrestling thing happening, which I'll be at next Sunday. And then, yeah, get to some IPL games. I'll probably try and get to a kabaddi of some sort. Never was into union. Yeah, but was the national sport ever union, or was it always cricket? But that miss there is pretty big because it goes from an 8-point game to a 6-point game, so it's just a 1-score game. 36 seconds left here, my friends. 36 seconds left here. And it's like, I was about to say I'm going to go out for a breather at halftime and just chill out for a second after 2.5 games. But actually, the air pollution's not that bad today. Pollution's not that bad. You'll never see a star to save your life, but the air pollution's actually not that bad today. It is, yeah, satisfactory. The air quality is actually good today out there. Wow. It's amazing. Because when I got here, it was like bad. And there we go. That's the end of the first half. 16-10 to the Raiders. They scored right at half time to make it 6 points the difference. Could have made it 8, but unfortunately, Jamal Fogarty did miss the kick. Look, I thought that the game was actually pretty good quality for the most part. The Raiders obviously taking a well-deserved lead, to be fair. Look, I'm impressed by it. The Broncos, this is proof in the pudding as to why round 1 and round 2 are so separate. You can't just bank in round 1 scores as to how you feel like the entire game is going to go, or entire season is going to go, sorry. So, yeah, look, this will be hurting a lot of tipsters out there who would have gone all in on the old Broncos. But hit that thumbs up button and subscribe, guys. Let's go have a look at some of these team stats so far. So the Raiders have had 56% of possession, 44% for the Broncos. That's a good stat for the Broncos considering they're only down by 6 points, and yet they've had 12 less percent of the ball than the Raiders. Time of possession as a whole, basically, 3.5 minutes, only 4 minutes. Completion rate for the Raiders is actually less, 13 from 17, which is 76%, whilst the Broncos are 14 from 17, which is 82%. So 1 complete set more for the Broncos, which is a good sign for them. But then again, they are down by 6. But with that being said, look at the amount of time in possession. The Raiders have made nearly 300 more run meters, 250-odd, 260-odd more run meters than the Broncos. That is absurd. Post-contact meters, they're up by about 90 on them. 4 line breaks to 2 to the Raiders. 24 tackle breaks to 11 is wild to mine. But look at this. The average set distance. This is telling you a lot about this game. The average set distance for the Broncos is 33.92 meters. The average set distance for the Raiders is 48.11. So the Raiders are basically every single set making to the 50 meters. They're making 50 meters basically every single set. That is a long way. That is some good running by the forwards. The forwards are doing their job, and they're really setting up a platform for their backs. The play the ball speed is pretty much the exact same, 3.52 for the Raiders, 3.53 for the Broncos, so pretty speedy. But it's just simply the same play the ball speed for the both of them. Raiders have had more offloads as well. And in regards to the tackle percentage, Broncos' effective tackle percentage is not good. 84.21% I'm not a fan of. But 90.4% for the Raiders is pretty solid. 160 tackles for the Raiders to 11 missed tackles. Broncos have 176 tackles made to 24 missed tackles. So a lot to improve on there for the Broncos. Penalties conceded. The Raiders have conceded 5 penalties to 1. So the fact that the Broncos are down by 6 as well, and the massive possession count, is really strange considering that the Raiders have given away 5 to 1 penalty. That's strange. 4 errors apiece so far, so that's a big weird one. But overall, Raiders deserve the lead at half time. Long way to go in the second half. Long way to go in the second half. Fantastic debut for Nicholson right then. Fantastic debut. Do you have to wear a mask if the air quality is bad? No? No, you can feel it though. Like, you can definitely, it's very heavy to breathe. Like, when I got off the plane, it was a very heavy negative. Today, it's literally in the greens. That means it's good air quality out there. Nothing like what we have back home, but it's still good quality out there comparatively. Walsh has been invisible this game. That's a good point, Blake. Yeah, you haven't really noticed him too much. He hasn't really done too much today. Oh, actually, I've got to update that ladder, because the ladder would be changed now with the Sharks maybe going into the top 8. Yeah, they'd be 6th. Alright, give me 1 second here as I screenshot this little bad boy. Save that. Change that. I'm just going to put this updated ladder on the side. And then I'm going to go get another bottle of water, actually. There we go. Alright, so that's the updated ladder now, because the Sharks did move into the top 8 with that win. Over the Cowboys. Over the Cowboys. Gonna be hard to leave him out when Tapani comes back. Yeah, like, you got to keep Nicholson in, to be fair. You've got to keep him in. You can't drop him after this. The Prem must be on a great time for you over there. Yes, the day games, like the weekend games, like for example, tonight's games are on, for me, Oh no, hold on. I'm currently streaming right now, man, so I can't tell you what my actual thoughts are, but fire up, you cat, fire up. But yeah, anyway, the Prem streams are on at not Prem streams, Prem games are on at like 7:30 my time, which is beautiful. It's a sexy time slot. It's a real sexy time slot. 8:30 tonight is when the main slot of games. 8:30 is Everton, West Ham, Southampton, Wolverhampton, Ipswich, and Nottingham, and Man City versus Brighton. And then 11 p.m. tonight is Bournemouth versus Brentford, but that's the like 6 a.m. game in Australia. Good night, mate. Enjoy the second half. I will. Thank you very much. We'll see you when the Warriors play at home, eh? Are you streaming the Titans game tomorrow, Blake? I will never miss a Titans game for the rest of my life. I have never missed a Titans game. I will never miss a Titans game. How about that? Of course I'll beat you. Ben says, even the Broncos fans are saying they're lucky to only be down by 6, which goes to show how well the Raiders have been playing so far. I disagree with those Broncos fans saying they're lucky to be down by 6. I think that the Broncos were still good enough to be amongst the pack. I don't think that they were that bad overall. They've just missed a few more tackles, but they weren't awful, but they just weren't as good as how the Raiders played. I think this is a pretty fair reflection of the game so far. The first 15 minutes was all Raiders, but like this is a pretty fair reflection of the game. Ibrahim says this game an upset. Not necessarily in my opinion, but on an odds-wise prediction, yes. Yeah, the Raiders would have absolutely been the underdogs here. They would have absolutely been the underdogs. How long until the next half? Probably like 7 minutes or so. It only just happened to be half time. I'm going to run off to the bathroom, actually. I'm going to run off and give my face a bit of a wash and whatnot and get fired up for the second half, guys. So I'm going to move this screen off for a little bit. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. I'll be back in like literally 2 minutes or so. Just give me some seconds. I might go get my another bottle of water as well. And we're ready to rock and roll for a big second half because this is going to be a crazy finish, man. Dude, looking at these hands, it's just wild, man. This is the difference. These two hands, it feels like anyway, I look like a circus act, but that's because I'm in India and I did Holi yesterday for people who weren't here for the earlier streams. But alright, I'll be back in a second, guys. Give me 2 secs. Keep chatting away in the chat. I'll be back in a moment. You said exit stage left? Well, let me introduce you to entrance stage right. I just did that for no reason at all, but I felt like it. So there you go, we're back. Back here for the segundos of the half. We're still at half time. The Broncos and Raiders are still in the halftime sheds. Best Sport Turbos, it could be one of the biggest upset round of all time. Missy Pookie. Yeah, look, we're on here. I did say the Raiders could win this game. But it was just that Tarpane being out and Savage made me second guess myself. Really need to trust my instincts a lot more because I wouldn't tip the Warriors otherwise, but I didn't. So, yeah, I need to start trusting my instincts a lot more. But, yeah, look, it's a good game so far, man. Long way to go. Long way to go. Always great to drink H2O. Yes, Jack, but it's always very nerve-wracking to drink H2O in India. You have to be very careful what water you're drinking. Jade Fatmoni Aki says, how's everyone's multi so far? Crazy stuff last night. Yeah, if you had have gone most of the underdogs, you'd be cheering, son. Cheering. Adam's Pizza Review says, hey, so I bet my whole paycheck on the Broncos. How bad did I mess up? I didn't know a thing about rugby. I'm from the US. Okay, so Adam's Pizza Reviews. Firstly, if you're from the US and you've just put your entire paycheck on the Broncos when you don't know a thing, I think that it's safe to say that you have a problem, my friend. Because if you're betting your whole paycheck on something that you don't know about, I don't know what you're doing. But look, I hope it gets up for you. Secondly, the Broncos were never a guarantee based off of the first round. The Broncos were never a guarantee. They are a team that will be good this year, but with that being said, you can't rely upon one round. That's why don't be betting big money on games, really, until like 5 to 7 rounds into the season. And if you are betting, usually in the earlier rounds, man, usually in the early rounds, you're betting the underdog on the basis that anything can happen because we don't know shit about any team yet. Right, so that's why we saw yesterday the Panthers beat the Sharks in round 1, and then the Panthers go and get flogged flogged, yeah, they conceded 38 points to a young Roosters team. I'm going to call that flogged, even though they only lost by 6 or 8 points or whatever. But I'm still saying 38 points is the flogging, effectively. So they go and get smacked by the Roosters. But that Roosters team lost by 50 to the Broncos the week before, right? So then you go and have a look at the Warriors. The Warriors looked awful against the Canberra Raiders, and yet they go and beat Manly Seagulls and beat them well, right? But yet the Manly Seagulls absolutely whooped the Cowboys last week, who have got whooped both times now by the Sharks and Manly. Right, so then you've got the Tigers, who last week they lost in a close one to the Knights. The Knights didn't look great at all, they looked awful. And then they go and win well against the Dolphins this week. You never know what's happening this early in the season, man. It's all basically luck. Like, you have to have an educated guess on what's going on. And that's why you're hearing me say that there's more opportunity for upsets here. I had the gut instinct to tip the Warriors, but I didn't tip the Warriors because I thought that Manly would be too good. I've had the gut instinct here to tip the Raiders, and I've been saying it all week, and then I saw Tarpane's out, so I went with the Bronx. But I was tipping the Raiders pretty much all week. Until this stream. You asked the chat, even earlier today I was tipping the Raiders. Even earlier today I was tipping the Raiders until I found out Tarpane and Savage are both out. So, you know, it's you wouldn't be putting too much money on these games, and if you did, I would be more so leaning with underdog status. But you're not putting big money on underdog status unless you're really, really confident. But I wouldn't have bet on the Broncos in this game. I don't think the value would have been there. The Broncos would have been heavy favourites. Teams tend to find their identity after 6 rounds. Yeah, between 5 and 7 rounds. I'd lean towards more the 7-round mark, but 5 to 7 rounds, yeah. Too spicy for Sam. Yeah, no, the old ice water does sound spicy. That would be too spicy for the old skunkle. A celery stick and a glass of ice water sounds yum. Hey, I've got some noodles in the back, man. I've got some noodles in the back, if you'd like that. Jade Fatamoni says, outlier is like Melbourne, but even then. Well, do we know? Like, they went and beat the Eels well. Do we know if they would struggle in week 2 because they have a bye? So we have to look for next week. Is it worth paying a $2,500 business class for 6 hours? I would say so. I would say so. But then again, your financial situation might be different to my situation, bro. It is different to my situation. So if you're going Air India, the answer is absolutely. If you're talking Air India, for sure. Qantas, maybe not so much. But like 6 hours, 6 hours is still a long time, man. You know, anything plus 6 hours, and I'm saying absolutely. But like 6 hours is still a long time to be on a plane, bro. But I'm like, if you're tall, if you're 6'2", if you're 6'2" and above, you're gonna have a little bit of difficulties in regards to some airline seats. For example, Air India, economy is like 28 inches. The average is like 31, 32, right? For like Qantas and all that type of stuff. Even Jetstar is like 30. So Jetstar is a smaller like seat room, and yet Air India on economy is like 2 inches shorter. So trust me, if you're a taller guy, you gotta, if you have the money for it, then yeah, you go business. It depends on how much patience you have for other people. It's a great point. It's a great point. All right, Broncos and Raiders have come out to the field here. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Also, how would you know if the water is repackaged in India? It's a fantastic question. It's a fantastic question that we worry about every single day. So you kind of just, like, you have to, firstly, you look at the wording. Like, sometimes if you know it's been repackaged, usually this will either be damaged a little bit or there will be a letter that's different. So, for example, the Aquafina could be like an Aquifina with an I instead of the A. So, like, things change and whatnot. You've got to really pay attention to what you're opening. But, yeah, this one's fine. I can taste that this is genuine water. If I couldn't taste it at the start, like, I put it in my mouth and just swirled it around before I had the first sip. All right, second tackle now for the Broncos. They're 20 minutes out here from their own line. Over 46.5, Bazinga says. So you're asking for 21 more points. I think it'll be tight. I think this game will probably end around that point, either above or below. I would probably lean more with the below because Raiders can be quite a gritty team, but I would lean more with the below, but there's a potential for over 46.5. It'll go really close. Kane says Broncos Premiership, let's go. I don't think you're looking at this game and thinking Broncos Premiership right now. Last week, sure, but you went up against a really poor Roosters team. I get that they beat the Panthers, but it doesn't tell me anything about the Roosters just yet. And I still have the Roosters for a bottom four placing despite yesterday. There's a lot that they need to prove before I can put them away from where they are. If they perform as well as they did against the Panthers yesterday for the next 4 weeks, I'll tip them closer to the 8. If they perform like the Broncos game, then I'll tip them for down the bottom 4. If they have a mixed bag and have a big win, a big loss over the next couple of weeks, I'll tip them for, you know, like between 12th and 9th, you know. But at the moment, I'm still happy with me putting them in the bottom 4. I'm not changing it based off of one game. That's going to be a penalty here for the Raiders, surely. No, 6 again. 6 again. I would have called that a penalty, referee. He's really in agony here, Tom Starling. He's in pain. Broncos will finish strong and smoke the Raiders. That's one opinion. Another opinion. That's a penalty for sure, by the way. And he drives him into the ground past the horizontal. How was that a 6 again? That should be a penalty Raiders here. Wild Talks is picked for bet win fast. Shit, I don't know. This one's a hard one to predict. Bet win fast, probably Raiders next try. They called a penalty. Referee, you got to be calling that live, man. That was definitely a penalty. Trek Trendy, I've seen Trek Trendy. He's a YouTube channel that takes all these luxury flights, and some of the flights are like 4 hours, which just sounds like a waste. I still watch it though. 4 hours, I would say you don't need business, man. I don't. When I travel to Fiji on 3-4 hour flights, you don't need business. But 6 hours plus is getting there. 6 hours is a long time on a plane. 10 plus hours, and it's absolutely worth it. All right, third tackle for the Raiders. They're going to be 5 meters away from the line. Kane, I understand you're a Broncos fan, man, but it's a very biased opinion. I will put it out there. But happy for you to back your team in. But like you're very much disrespecting the Raiders for a really strange reason here. So fourth tackle now, 10 meters out, especially considering the Raiders were clearly the better team in the first half. Short ball! Oh, if he had got the offload away, it was a try. Fifth tackle now, 5 meters away. Tom Starling, fifth tackle, gets it out. There's an injury here to the Raiders. They kick the ball across. Good take by Selwyn Cobbo. Really good take by Selwyn Cobbo. He might get away here. Good run by Selwyn Cobbo. Gets the ball to the 15. Adam's piece of review says, rugby anyway close to American football. On the tackle and the ball section, sure, but not in regards to anything else, really. American football is very stop-start, stop-start, stop-start. Australian football, whether it be a rugby league or rugby union, is much more free-flowing. Okay, this Raiders are very strong, don't get me wrong, just being biased, my bad. Like, you're entitled to be it. I just need to reply to you that way so that everyone can hear that I'm, like, that's not the general consensus of what you're saying. But you can be biased all you like, man. You're a Broncos fan. Be supportive of your Broncos for sure. Here they go down the right-hand side. And they're away here. They're away. Shibsaki. Still going here. Broncos at the 30, the 25. But I just need to reply to you in that way so that other people can see it's not the general consensus. So, fifth tackle here. Broncos can be a good team, but they can also be a poor team. We've seen it a million times, despite names on paper. And, oh, good take by the Raiders at the 3. But look, yeah, I wouldn't say rugby league and American football is too much similar. And there's similarities for sure, but it's not too similar. All right, third tackle now for the Raiders in the 20. Ben says, I want Raiders to score the next try now, more because of Kane. Sebastian Chris with a great run to the 35. For 4 hours, just load up on sleeping pills. I don't even think you need sleeping pills. Oh, well, then again, I speak differently because I'm used to sleeping on planes now, even in economy. But I can sleep anywhere nowadays, to be fair. But, like, I don't even need sleeping pills. Just watch a movie or jump on your laptop for a couple of hours, like, and then chill out. Like, it's not too bad. Do you really think your best option in the chat is to go at a moderator? Do you reckon that's the best form of play? So second tackle here. And the Broncos are at the 35, and they'll get this ball now to the 40. 35 minutes to go here in the game. Still got Ezra in the bank, and Reynolds is sure to get injured. You don't want to know my thoughts on Ezra. That's forward. That's knock on. Thank you, referee. So Raiders ball here. Reece Walsh has not been having a good game here today. I need to see a better season out of Reece Walsh. It just has to happen. He's an electric talent in the attack, but he doesn't bring anything in defense. He needs to bring the attack. That pass may not have been that great from Ben Hunt, but Reece Walsh needs to have a much better year this year than he had last year. He had a great year in 2023. Last year wasn't his best. Needs to get back to it this year because we know what kind of talent he can be. Yeah, Mitchell will time out for Jay. Watch out. Seems like you're pro Raiders, mate. I'd rather the Raiders win this than the Broncos, considering I tipped the Raiders. Yeah, sure. At the end of the day, but neither of these two teams are my teams. But at the end of the day, I'd rather the Raiders win based off of my tip. But in the same sense, I will also commentate the game for the Broncos in a fair manner as well. I tell you how it is, man. Like, at the end of the day, the Broncos are a good team, but they also can absolutely be inept at times as well. And the Raiders, they can be a really hard nut team who always compete and get, around that top 8 or into that top 8, but they don't go further past that point. So, if you want to listen to a full-on, Broncos stream for just Broncos fans, then maybe check out a Broncos streamer. But you're not going to get me just circle jerking and sucking off the Broncos the whole time. I'm going to tell you my opinion on it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But at the end of the day, that's my perspective on it. So fit tackle now, 5 minutes away here from the line. 34 minutes to go here in the game. They kick that ball through. Still Raiders ball. 6 again. Tom Starling for the Raiders will score. And it's 20-10 to the Raiders for the kick to come. They worked hard for it. And Tom Starling was feeling at his shoulder heavy before. And he will score that one to make it 22-10 with the kick to come. Kane says at the end of the day, it's the second round. Injuries have a massive thing to do with it. Absolutely. This is the second round. Injuries, sure, but it's the second round. We don't know shit about any team yet. That's why you have to take it all with, watch the game, see the result, have an idea, but it's not going to tell you the be-all and end-all. Just because the Raiders go and beat the Warriors and beat the Broncos in rounds 1 and round 2, they could very easily, over the next 4 rounds, go and disappoint me greatly. So they are playing well over the first 2 games, but you don't know over a collective effort until you've seen a good... Oh, is he offside? This is going to be close, actually. I think this might be offside. I think this might be a penalty Broncos. This might be a penalty to the Bronx. Starling gets the ball down, but it might have been an offside there. Sportsman's I tip Brisbane. Well, they were the heavy favourites. There's a long way to go here, even if it's 22-10 anyway. There's a long way to go. I think they're going to call it a try. They haven't gone to the bunker yet. The try confirmed. They've called the try confirmed, so it is Raiders 20, Broncos 10 with the kick to come. They've called try time for the Raiders, and Jamal Fogarty now will kick to make it a 12-point game. Dazmate comes in with a slap. We can be friends today, Daz, not tomorrow, son. Can't be friends tomorrow, my friend. Oh, Fogarty's missed the kick! Bro! You shouldn't be missing that kick, man. I'm just glad the rugby league is back every week. Exactly right, Jared Farmoni. Exactly right. Sportsman says, I want to take it back. I had the Panthers who lost and Dragons and Manly. So I had the gut instinct of Warriors. Didn't have the balls to tip them. Still went Manly. Disappointed. I never thought the Roosters would beat the Panthers. I tipped the Panthers. That was a big surprise. I did tip the Knights over the Dolphins. I thought the Dragons, Rabbitohs with the 50-50. I went with the Dragons because the Rabbitohs, I'm surprised that they were able to pull it out with all their injuries and whatnot. But they did. So I was 1 from 4 to start off with. I should have been 2 from 4, but I was 1 from 4. And then I tipped the Sharks. And I'm going to claim I tip the Raiders here because I've been saying the whole week I'm tipping the Raiders. I'm taking it. But then again, there's a whole way to go here. There's a whole long way to go. This doesn't mean shit. There's still 31 minutes to go of the game. Fogarty is channeling his inner Val Holmes. Val Holmes, actually, to be fair, I didn't even clock on with that. Val Holmes missing all those kicks. They were hard in the wind at Wollongong. But Val Holmes missing all those kicks is actually kind of the reason they lost. Because they missed like 3 kicks, didn't they? Far out, next try decides game. For the Raiders, sure. Like, if the Raiders score next, then you're going to find it tough for the Broncos to come back from 14 to 16 points down. If the Broncos score next, that doesn't really decide the game. Oh! Massive hit from the Bronx there. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! That's a big hit. Fit tackle now with the Raiders for 45. There's some intensity in this game. The sportsman said, I'm glad I support the Roosters. Are you sure? You got pumped by 50 last week. But it was a good win yesterday, but you got pumped by 50 last week. Did anyone here take the $11 bet on the Roosters? Wild Talk says, I got Canberra Raiders 2.3 times. What do you think? Oh, $2.30. Oh, good run there for the Broncos to the 35. I like it. Are they $2.30 now? No way. There's no way there'd be $2.30 to win this game right now with 30 minutes to go. Firstly, guys, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. 30 minutes to go here. We'll be live for both games tomorrow, and the Broncos drop the ball. The Broncos drop the ball, so it's Raiders ball to 45. But yes, I will be live for the Eels Tigers tomorrow, and then my Titans will be going up against the Canterbury Bulldogs. We will be live for that one. Rice says Raiders beat Broncos 2023, 20-14. Might see a repeat, just a GOO this time. There's going to be more score than 20-10. Hey, maybe that over 46.5 that guy was asking about probably does come off at this point. Raiders, good offload there. Third tackle. They give it to Fogarty. Fogarty gets it across now to Hudson Young. Push off 1, push off 2, push off 3. Still going here. Hudson Young, 15 metres out. 15 metres out here from the line. 30 minutes left. Sebastian Chris. Oh, so close. Offloads it. Tom Starling. Hudson Young. 6 again. Raiders. Gives it to Zach Hosking. Hosking now 5 metres away. Taken down 3 metres away from the line. First tackle for the Raiders. After the 6 again. Tom Starling. Out the back to Jamal Fogarty. Fogarty will be taken down to 5 metres with an absolute weird, strange run. Second tackle. Tom Starling gets it to Zach Hosking. 2 metres out. 2 metres out. Tom Starling to Horsburgh. Horsburgh runs back to the opposite direction. Strange run, but sure. This attack has been weird, but he gets the offload away. Gets the offload away! I think he scored! He has! The Raiders have scored! Matty Tomoko. Has he scored? Raiders will score through Matty Tomoko. Matty Tomoko with the try time. 24-10 to the Raiders with 28 minutes to go. Wow, wait. Try time, bing bong, mother bish. Dearie me. Dearie me. Troy Fitzsimmons says Raiders are the real deal now. I don't feel so bad. Warriors lost them. Well, let's relax. Again, we're 2 rounds in, man. Like, we're 2 rounds in. But let's relax a little bit on the Raiders are the real deal. They do look good in these first 2 rounds. And I'm very willing to put them higher up on my preseason table, man. But actually, no, I put them where? 9th? I put them 9th. I'm pretty happy where they are. But I would put them above the Rabbitohs, so that's already putting them into 8th. And I would put them above the Dragons, so that's putting them into 7th. So right now, if I was to do like a power rankings, I'd be putting the Raiders around 7th or so. Maybe even 6th. Maybe. But then again, I put the Bulldogs 6th. We'll see tomorrow. Bulldogs didn't convince me a great deal last week. If they play well tomorrow against the Titans and they win against the Titans, then I'd be happy to put the Bulldogs still in 6th and keep the Raiders in 7th. But I'd probably be putting right now, probably around 7th position from what I've seen. It's crazy to me recently. That's try confirmed, by the way. They've confirmed the try, so the ball goes down. So 24-10 with 27 minutes to go. So plenty of time for the Broncos, but they're letting it go. They are letting it go. They're letting it go. Skin of media says Milford's fault. It always is. It always is, mate. I remember one time someone came in saying, like, that's my uncle. Stop insulting Milford. And they don't realise that the Milford's fault thing that we've been saying for years was actually more of a thing defending Milford then it was insulting Milford. So they get the kick at 26-10 with 27.5 minutes to go. So the Milford insult, saying it's always Milford's fault, was that when Milford was at the Broncos, we would sit here and we'd be like, well, the Broncos are blaming Milford if he's not playing, saying that he's not in the team, so that's the reason they're losing. And then they would blame him if he is playing, saying he's not playing good enough, so drop him. He's not good. So both sides of the equation he's getting blamed. And it's like, he would never be able to win. So it was more so defending him, saying, like, Broncos fans always blame Milford, and that's where the blame Milford comes from. It's always Milford's fault. But some bloke came in, like, and said it was his nephew, and that was his uncle. Why are we insulting him? And it's like, people just... we're actually kind of defending him, dude. Jared says, Raiders look good in the first 2 rounds last year as well, and they missed the 8. They look really good now, though. They do, but you're right. You're right. When was the Raiders Titans was like round 6, wasn't it? It's not Milford's fault, it's Giddy's fault. Hey man, the Bulls fans have been getting behind him. He's been awesome recently. Joshy Giddy. Right, so Reese has been pretty bad, but I'm surprised he only made 31 metres. Reese has done nothing today, man. 4th tackle for the Raiders at the 25. Reese has literally done nothing so far today, man. Josh Papali'i, 4th tackle, now 5th tackle at the 35. But you could see through the stats at halftime, the Raiders were playing much the better of the Broncos. Like, there was a 15-metre gap in set distance. 48 metres per set for the Raiders is basically 50 metres a set, which is effectively going from the try line to the halfway point every single set on average. And then for the Broncos, it was like 32 metres. That's like a 16, 15-metre switch. That's a lot of metres, man. That's a lot of metres switch. But you're right. Again, it's only 2 rounds in, man. People are very immediate. I always say this. People are very immediate and reactionary. They say, round 1, Broncos slapped the Roosters, so they're going to win the comp. You're like, well, have a look at the opposition. And I know the opposition was able to beat the Panthers this week, but the Roosters were worse than... they were worse than some pretty bad things. That's what I'll say. 4th tackle at the 42 for the Broncos. And it's still time here. Wild Talks, I'm watching rugby first time. Can you explain me, brother, what is going on? Someone say me to bet on Raiders. Yeah, that was me, probably. that was me. You're looking like you're going to win your bet if you bet on it before the game started. Here we go. There's the knock on by the Broncos. Oh, no, he's knocked it back. It's fine. It's play on. Jordan, Ricky. He's going to kick it up. That's a good kick from Ricky. Oh! I think this is play on. I think I say knock on Raiders. That was just a wild play just then. We got people who don't know rugby league here in the chat. I don't even know what just happened, and I've watched this game all my life. That was just all over the shop. But it's going to be a Broncos ball from a Raiders knock on here. Jared says, it really is flippant in terms of opinions for teams, which just shows how unpredictable this comp can be. Absolutely. But also, the reason why I say what I say is because I base it on the fact that everyone is immediate in their response. So you'll see people now saying the Raiders are a contender to win the comp, and you're like, not necessarily. But it's good signs for them 2 rounds in. This is great signs. Even if they lost this game, it's great signs for them 2 rounds in. Rice says next week will be interesting for the Raiders against the Seagulls, especially if DC and Turbo are not playing. I've got Raiders to win that game with no DC and Turbo, if that's the case. Reece Walsh passes it out here, 10 metres away from the line. Selwyn Cobbo is going to cut this one back across. Penalty to the Broncos. Penalty to the Broncos. Canberra offside. Right, says next. Oh, that's right. Jesse Arthurs has been top 5 Broncos these couple of weeks, I reckon. Skidder Media. Jesse Arthurs has been fantastic. He's been their best player today. He's been their best player today. I haven't noticed Ben Hunt too much, to be honest. Good signs of what works for in the future. Absolutely. Broncos, for me, this isn't a must-do-or-die set, but if they score here, it's game on. If they don't score here, I don't know if they can score 16 points plus in the next 24 minutes because they just haven't shown any signs of breaking this Canberra Raiders defense. But if they score here, Reece Walsh! There's Reece Walsh for you. There's Reece Walsh, and the Raiders are away. Lost the ball. Reece Walsh knocked the ball on first tackle. He has been... That's penalty. That's a penalty, Billy Walters. Yep, Raiders penalty. That's crazy, Billy Walters doing that. So Reece Walsh goes and knocks the ball on first tackle, and then Billy Walters goes and gives a penalty away. If you're a Raiders fan, you should fire up right now, man, because your team is playing well, and the team opposite you are just throwing everything away. Truly. Like, Reece Walsh, man, you have got to have way better ball security than that. You are one of the elite fullbacks in the comp. You have gone completely missing today. Your team has needed you more than ever today. You've got no defense, and then you go and drop the ball in the only and the biggest opportunity of the game to get back into the game after the Raiders have demolished you through the middle of the field. Reece Walsh, for the money that he's on, for the contract that he's on, he absolutely should be performing way better than what we've seen today. And even last week, I wouldn't even say it was all Reece Walsh. It was mainly the halves getting it done there in the 4-pack. I need to see Reece Walsh improve this year, man, because he can be so electric, but he has not been good this year so far. 44 tackles for Pakes, no miss and 1 ineffective. That's incredible. That's a 6 again for the Raiders at the 25. The Broncos are imploding. The Broncos are seriously imploding right now. First tackle for the Raiders at the 20. They score again here. This could be a blowout. They score again here. The Broncos could get blown out just after blowing out the Roosters last week. Get the backs ready. Second tackle here. 10 metres away now from the line. On your bike, Walshy, Mitchell says. They go left-hand side of Papali'i, 5 metres away. Finally, Walshy did something. Sportsman says. He didn't do much. Well, he did something, just not for his own team. All right, Hudson Young, 4 tackle, 10 metres away from the line. 22 minutes away. They go left. Chance. Oh! Try time for the Raiders! They've scored again, dude. Broncos. What is happening? Sevelio Tamale will score for the Raiders. And it's 30-10 with a kick to come. The Raiders are on fire right now, man. They are on fire right now, dude. Sebastian Chris has been brilliant tonight for Canberra. Truly, Sebastian Chris has been brilliant. That is a great play there from the Raiders. I would go as far to say that Sebastian Chris has been the Raiders' best player too. He's been incredible. Still on Vegas mode, Sportsman says. It's so hard coming up with a response to this because, again, we're only into round 2. But if the Raiders are able to ignore the Vegas, the Raiders played well in Vegas, and then the Raiders played well here in Canberra. They're up 30-10, kick to come, 20 minutes to go. Firstly, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. But also, they played well in Canberra, and they played well in Vegas. The Warriors did not play well in Vegas, but they played well in New Zealand. The Panthers were pretty good in Vegas, and then they were awful against the Roosters. And the Sharks were pretty good in Vegas. I believe Ashley Klein had a big reason as to why they lost. And then were okay-ish in North Queensland. So the Sharks on a basis are probably coming out second out of those 4. The Raiders are coming out first. The Panthers, for me, are coming out third. And then the Warriors... Oh, but then the Warriors come out 4th. I'd say the Warriors come out 3rd. I'd put the Panthers the worst out of those 4 teams across the first 2 rounds. I would. And the Raiders will kick the kick from the sideline. Jamal Fogarty makes it 32-10 with 20 minutes to go of the game. Bro, hit this shit out of that ball. The American fella is eating ice water tonight. The ice water's up. Ben Reynolds says, thought you said the Broncos got a penalty. They did, and then they knocked it on. They did, and then they knocked it on, man. Yeah, that's the thing. Reece Walsh knocked the ball on at the first tackle, man. So the Broncos got a penalty, and then Reece Walsh decides to lose the ball on first tackle. Sportsman says, bro swore. Fuck. Oh, sue me. So the Broncos are going to get the ball here off the short kickoff, and they're going to get out to 20. Mistake there from the Raiders. It's funny because for me, like I know for you guys in Sydney and stuff, it's 9 p.m. For me in India, it's 3:33 p.m. In Queensland, it'd be 8:03 p.m. Gee whiz. All right, so second tackle here for the Broncos, and they're 15 away. Olivia says, this is horrid. I'm so done. It's round 2. Last week still happened. This week has happened, but it's round 2. Oh, no way. Oh, they're going to say it went backwards. They're lucky. They're lucky. It's 3 a.m. night in India. Thank you, Wild Talks, for letting me know that. I'm currently in India looking at the sun right now, and it is currently 3 p.m., 3:30 p.m. in the day. So thank you very much for your suggestion, but I'm going to take my own eyesight of looking here at Delhi to know what time zone it is. Second tackle now. Billy Walters gives that ball off to Ben Hunt. Hunt now off to Shibasaki, who's 9 minutes away from the line. I reckon they will score again with that ruck infringement. Well, it's third tackle now for the Broncos. Not showing much just yet. That's fine. Oh! Big hit. Big hit there from the Raiders. Big hit. Now the Broncos move across. He gives it off to Reece Walsh. Walsh over the top. And... oh, I think it's a try, Selwyn Cobbo. I think this is a try, Selwyn Cobbo. I think he gets this. I'm in Delhi while talks. So 18.5 minutes to go of the game, and it's 32-14 with the kick to come. Been here 5 days. Yeah, I know I gotcha. Because I'm here. It's actually a really sunny day today. But Selwyn Cobbo will score. I'm pretty certain he gets this. I don't think he goes out. So, this is a good try if he does get it down without going out. Up, 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 up. Oh, I don't know. I think he's out. I think he's out. This will be close. Like, his leg's not out, but I think the ball, when it hits the line, is also hitting the sideline. I think it's simultaneous, which would be a no try. I would say no try. Commentary's saying no try. It's going to be close, though. I just think that when the ball hits the grass, it's coming down on both lines. Try line and sideline. Oh. Logan Ballsack says Brisbane might need some defence lessons from the Titans. Exactly right, Logan Ballsack. Exactly right. Exactly right. Oh, they're going to call no try. They're about to call no try, ladies and gentlemen. They're about to call no try. Lag. Well, yeah, we were speaking about you before, by the way, Lagan. Someone was saying something, and anyway, you drinking your melted butter got brought up. That's a touch and goal. So it's a 7 tackle set coming up here for the Raiders. It's the correct call. That's the correct call. That is out. The ball comes down on both lines, which is simultaneous, which means that this is Raiders ball at the 10. No, the 20. 7 tackle set. 7 tackle set. Well, Talks, if you are in Delhi, try... well, I'm in Halscast right now. I'm in Delhi from Wednesday, but Halscast is basically just South Delhi. Try chole bhature of Haldiram, please. You will thank me in your dream. I'm eating right now. Fair enough, man. I'm going to be eating plenty. I'm just looking forward to getting to a butter chicken. That's what I'm looking forward to. How in the world did I get brought up in it? Someone was talking about something to eat in India or something. Oh, they've lost the ball. It's a Broncos ball. Oh, no, it's a knock-on from Broncos first. I don't know how that's happened, but it's happened. Damn, okay. How in the world did I get brought... yeah, anyway, Lagan, I said, look, we're going to roast you tomorrow for it, but you've turned up today, so it's okay. Someone said something about eating something weird here in India. 19 minutes to go here, guys. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. We'll be live for both the Tigers-Eels game and the Titans-Bulldogs games tomorrow, where Lagan Ballsacks is going to enjoy watching a Tino spectacular as Tino runs in for 34 tries. 18,884 is a fantastic crowd for Canberra. As a really good crowd. I'm really, really happy for them. Yeah, we were talking about some weird shit. Yeah, that's a great way to put it, Jay. We were talking about weird shit earlier and your name popped up. That's a great way to put it. So Tom Starling gives it to, I think Kale Weeks maybe? Who is that underneath? I can't see. Tom Starling. Matty Nicholson. 25 metres away. You'd probably have to say Nicholson's been their best player. Sebastian Chris has been super close though. Raiders are 15 metres away from that. That was fit tackle again. Damn. I don't watch rugby, but I know Broncos are getting cooked by the underdog. I know they're getting cooked, but then again, a lot of teams who are the favourites got cooked this week. The Manly Seagulls were favourites and they got cooked by the Warriors. The Panthers were the favourites and they got cooked by the Roosters. The Dragons were the favourites and they got beat by the Rabbitohs. I wouldn't say got cooked. The Broncos were heavy favourites here and they're getting cooked by the Raiders. Lagan Baltic says, stream tomorrow going to be as quiet as a Knights home game when the Dogs put the Titans on the leash. No, that's actually incorrect because I'm going to be angry and I'll be louder. So how about that? Bish? How do you think about that one? You ever think about this one? Because in India, there is no limit to noise. There is no limit to noise. That's a 40-20. Is that a 40-20 for the Bronx? Is that a 40-20 for the Broncos? I think it is. Yeah, 40-20 for the Broncos here. 17 minutes to go. Rice says, I saw that Tino's 100th will be at Magic Round against the Dogs. Was wanting it to go be at Seabus. Yeah, well, you know, maybe he might miss a game or two. Obviously, we don't want that, but maybe there's a game missed here or there. So, but Kieran Foran, I was saying this last year to get his 300th or whatever at Seabus, but he ended up missing like too many games and then played at the Dragons in Wollongong. So Broncos now, they have not scored yet so far in this half. Hetherington's 3 minutes away from the line, third tackle. Out the back. Fourth tackle, 3 minutes away. Wild Talk should tell us all about how it's his first time watching rugby league. And the Broncos will be held up over the Lions. We have fifth tackle now, 10 minutes away from the line. Tino is a pull-out merchant. Tino is an uppercut you right in the jawline merchant. How about that one, Lager Ball Stacks, with you and your melted butter bullshit? How about that? Fifth tackle now, gives it off into Carrigan. Carrigan to Reynolds. Reynolds kicks that ball over the top. Selwyn Cobbo, try time for the Broncos. This one you can't take off him. It's going to be 32-14 with a kick to come. You're going to need to score. Do you know about Holly? Brother. What do you think this is? Do you think this is my skin? Do you think this is my skin? Do you think this is my skin? Do you see this? You see this? You see this? This is not my skin, mother bitch. That's a rash. Yeah, this is a rash. This was way worse yesterday, mind you. My story would still be up on Instagram. Like, if you follow me on BKR Sport Instagram, or BKRtravel Instagram, you would see the story of me fully. You'll see the video on YouTube eventually anyway. But that's a nice try for Selwyn Cobbo to make it 13-14. Can't wait to see Tina's beautiful hair blowing in the wind tomorrow after a year. That's a great catch from Selwyn Cobbo, man. That is a fantastic catch from him, man. That was unreal. You've got to appreciate that. Puts his right hand out, catches on his one hand, and Reynolds kicks it. All right, so 32-16, 16-point game, 15 minutes to go. My dad always taught me when I was younger, once the score line is more than the minutes, there's a problem. And right now, it's 16 points needed in 15 minutes. So it's definitely a massive problem right now. And there's still a chance. There's still a chance, but it's going to be extremely difficult. Extremely difficult. Don't think he knows. Don't think he knows. Don't think he knows. But 15 to go now. 32-16 to the Raiders. Media won't like this result. No, there'll be a reason for it, Jay, because you've got to remember, Broncos fans won't like this even more because Joe Tarpany didn't play. And Xavier Savage didn't play. Two of the best players for the Raiders. Tarpany's the biggest workhorse in their team. International for New Zealand. Unbelievable player. Xavier Savage been having a really, really good year and a half, really. Those two guys didn't play today, and yet they're giving the Broncos a nice little welcoming to Canberra. I love the horn at the start. Yeah, I would always mess with that. When I would go to Canberra games as a Titans fan, I would always mess around with that, the clap. But everyone in the Canberra has the clap, so it's okay. Second tackle in for the Broncos, and Hetherington out to Adam Reynolds. Reynolds to Reece Walsh. Reece Walsh, good pass. Someone covers away. Someone covers away. Someone covers at the 40. He flicks it back to Reece. That's a knock on Broncos. Reece Beasy, man. Reece Beasy, baby. Reece Beasy with a knock on. Brent Nancy says, when the Titans win, Lagan should change his name to Butter Ball Sacks. Lagan, are you on? You on for that? Reece Welsh, Reece Beasy. He knocked the ball on. Knocked the ball on. Knocked the ball on. Reece Beasy, knocked the ball on. Please learn. He's never going to learn, Jay. You know it. So Raiders at the halfway point. If they scored there, this was game on. Just say you're a Titans fan. Geez, you're on your knees for the butter. He's not the one drinking melted butter, to be fair, but also Brenton is a Novacastro butter bitch, so go for him. Go for gold. Okay. All right, Raiders, third tackle at 25. They score again, it's game. It's completely game over. Papa Lee. Big Papa to the 15. Good run. Brenton's a Titans fan because we're all Titans fans. We've all come to this conclusion. Fifth tackle here, 4 metres away from the line. Fit tackle, one last one. No, again, they're going to be taking on fit. They don't kick it. No one is deciding to kick it anymore. But did we just pretend, like, have we gotten rid of kickers? So Broncos will get the ball at their own one. Well, there we go. And that explains it right there, Jay. Jay, that explains it perfectly right there. Second tackle now at the 13. Jag says, good luck Raiders, very shattered today. Yep, Dragons proved to me they're very much the same team they have been for a few years. And the Rabbitohs proved to me that Wayne Bennett is Wayne Bennett. Sharks proved to me that they're not that great at the current moment, but they've got plenty of work on, and yet they still flog the Cowboys, who look awful right now. Broncos under the left-hand side. And the Cowboys proved to me they look awful right now. Broncos told me that they are very inconsistent this year, just like they have been last year. And the Raiders have shown to me that they're actually a genuinely good team to be considering for the 8. I'm not saying for the top 4 or to win the comp, but they're a team that I'd be considering for the top 8 for sure. Broncos looking for that right-hand side swing. Ricky gets the ball offloaded here. Here's a good run. Here's a good run. Here's a good run. Find the pass. You've got the inside man. Gets the offload away now. Hetherington gets the ball. Oh, dude, they've just bombed a try. Holy far out and call me Stacey, dude. Oh, my gosh. Just slap me silly, tie me up, and call me Stacey. That's ridiculous. Dead set. Like, the Broncos have just bombed multiple tries, dude. What's going on? Rehabilitation not possible. Proud Nova Castrian. Big Gold Coast fan. Alright, so knock on there from the Raiders. Or forward pass, whatever. It's going to be Broncos ball at the 25. How you doing, Stacey? I don't know why Stacey's the easiest name to just add into like one of those little things. Maybe because Stacey's mum's got it going on. Broncos in shambles. Let's have a laugh at Mascara Walsh. He's been really poor today, Walshy. He's been really poor. Yeah, they've called that forward pass. So 10 minutes to go of the game, guys. What are you going to do right now? You're going to go and smack that thumbs up button, like the video, and subscribe if you are new. Live for pretty much every game here, unless there's a big, massive festival on here, like yesterday. But outside of that, we're live every game. Alright, first tackle here for the Broncos at the 25. Ben Hunt passes this ball off into Willison. They need to score here if there's any chance of coming back in this game. It's a 16-point game, 10 minutes to go. They're 15 minutes out. Payne Haas to the 10, third tackle. Billy Walters goes out to the right. Hetherington cuts back inside. Good run by Kobe Hetherington. And he's going to be 3 minutes out. Billy Walters, Adam Reynolds. Not the play, Adam. Not the play, Reno. And it'll be 5 minutes away from the line now. Billy Walters on fit tackle. You got to score here, guys. You got to score if you're a chance. Intercept by the Raiders. And I feel like that's probably game, man. I feel like that's probably game. Sebastian Chris will grab it. Now he's at the 40 on second tackle. Pakes, Carrigan, and Arthur's been the best for the Broncos for me, Rysen says. Yes. Yeah, definitely Arthur's. Carrigan's been solid as usual, and Pakes has obviously made a bucket load of tackles with no miss. So, and it's, again, I've got to repeat it. Raiders don't get good crowds, and this is a great crowd with a lot of noise, so I'm really happy for them. So, Raiders now 30 metres away, fit tackle. Broncos have really been down in the dumps today. The chat poll still has the Broncos at 64% to win. Forward pass, Broncos ball. And that should tell you right there, guys, that people mainly vote for who they want to win rather than who they think will win. Because that poll has still been growing larger for the Broncos, even after this scoreline. Smart got timed out for asking about why he hasn't been timed out yet. Teams do hate playing Canberra. Yeah, Titans hate playing Canberra because we've been robbed in Canberra 2 years in a row, for sure. And we don't get to play them up at home. But yeah, we hate playing Canberra in Canberra because Casey Badger has robbed us 2 years in a row. One with the David Fifita no try, and the other one with the charge down that should have been a penalty in front of the sticks in extra time. And then Jamal Fogarty goes up the other end of the field and kicks a field goal because Casey Badger doesn't know what she's doing. So third tackle now for the Broncos at the halfway point. Payne Haas, big run. Can't get the offload though, fourth tackle. Crowd is great. I hope it's like this next home game. Oh, knock on Bronx. 6 again. They've called 6 again. Must have been played out there by the camera. That's penalty. That's penalty. Should have been a penalty there. Owen Paddy should have been penalised there. Xavier Willison gets his ball into the 30. You have to score now, Broncos. You have to score right now. Casey Badger hates the Titans more. No, I can't make that joke. No, I can't. All right, second tackle now for the Broncos. 15 out. We have to score right now. It was skunkle, mate. It was skunkle. Reece Walsh. Oh, Reece Walsh, Reece busy. Time. No, I'm not reading that out. Reece Beasy with a fantastic pass over the sideline. Incredible. Oh, Reece Beasy throws the ball over the sideline. I'm trying to catch it here in India. So that's game, man. 16 points in 7 minutes. The Broncos. Reece Walsh has had a game to forget, man. Like, he can be unbelievable, but he can have games like this. Noel from PNG. Welcome in, Noel. Who are you going for, Noel? And why is it the Gold Coast Titans? We play tomorrow. The old Titans versus the Bulldoggy Doggy Woof Woof. I have a big night tomorrow night too, so I really hope the Titans win. Because I have a lot to do tomorrow night. I need to be in a good mood. That's a 40-20 here for the Raiders. No, it's going to stay in the in-goal. And the Reece Walsh will bring it out here from the in-goal. He'll get the offload away. And Jesse Arthur's taking out the 15. He's over the sideline. He's over the sideline. Raiders ball. Not played up by the Raiders. That'll be Raiders ball to 15. Am I high or can I constantly hear a bike engine trying to go off in India? Maybe. It might be the fan, though, because the fan's fighting for its life. The fan is fighting for its life, dude. It's on its last legs. So it's probably the fan that you're hearing. Because there's no street here. I'm on like a lake here in Hell's Cast. If you Google it, you can see what lake I'm talking about. Moses Mbai is better than Reese's Pieces. Moses Mbai. That was a name that I could have gone through the rest of my rugby league career as a YouTube and commentator and whatnot. I could have gone through the rest of my life not hearing Moses Mbai name again, and I wouldn't have blinked an eyelid. And then you've just said he's better than Reece Walsh. Second tackle for the Raiders, 10 metres out. Thanks, bro. I'm going for the Raiders. I'm a Dragons fan. Oh, well, I'm lucky about today. But most people are going for the Raiders. And to be fair, there's a lot of Broncos fans in Papua New Guinea, so I'm surprised you're not Broncos. Third tackle here, 5 metres out. Not reading that coming out. Intercept by the Broncos. Intercept by the Broncos, and they're at the 20. Doesn't matter, though. 5 minutes, you're not scoring 16 points. Johnny says, what are you doing in India? I'm just travelling, man. We've got BKRtravel. Vlog starting up this week. Vlog starting up this week every 2 days. We're vlogging as we travel all around. So I'm still streaming, still doing my rugby league content as per usual, just not at Titans games anymore. And I'm just traveling through India for 3 months, and then I'll be in Vietnam for 3 months, Thailand for a couple of months. Might end up in Chicago for Christmas and whatnot. Obviously got to go back through Fiji to see my daughter for her birthday and all that. But yeah, just traveling, man, and creating some more content on BKRtravel because I need to diversify, not just be solely rugby league, man. And I love to travel. And while I'm young, you know, the 30s still super young, man. While I'm young, I'm going to crack on while I can do it. While I can do it. It's been a great time. It opens the world experiences up to you. And Walters pass. That's a good pass there from Billy Walters, to be fair. Broncos at the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5! That's a double movement. That's a double movement. No way. That's a double movement. And all that. What do you mean all that? That's a lot of countries, bro. India, Vietnam, Thailand, Fiji, Chicago, and all that. It's a lot of countries. The Lions also lose today. I'm not sure. That's definitely a double movement. Oh, you're thinking because I said and all that in regards to my daughter. No, I never miss my daughter's birthday. It doesn't matter where I'm in the world. I've always been there. She turns 9 this year. And I haven't missed a single birthday regardless. Are you talking about the AFL? The Lions? No, they beat the Swannies by 4. Close game. They beat the Swannies by 4. What's the odds Blaze comes out of India with a third eye and... Shut up, man. So that is going to be... This is going to be a... No try. No try. No try. So 4.5 minutes to go. But no, it's great, man. You know, like a year ago, if you told me I'd be in India, a year later, a year ago, I would have said you're off your rocker. I never thought I'd come to India. Like, I genuinely never thought that was in my plans, but I'm super grateful that I have, man. What does this chat come to? It's something, man. It's something. All right, so Raiders will get the penalty and they'll kick it to the 15. But no, like I decided to come here because it's the complete opposite. It's the hardest place to solo travel through, man, and a lot to do and a lot to see, and it's very, very up and down, is what I'll say. Are you Fiji Indian? No, bro. My daughter is Ratuman in Fiji, but no, I'm not Fiji Indian. No, I just decided to come here. I just thought it'd be a crazy experience, and it has been already. I've only been in 5 days. I got, you know, nearly 3 months. It was basically 3 months still to go here, man. So, absolutely. And like, I can do kind of whatever. That's the beautiful thing about traveling, man. You can kind of go wherever you want, whenever you want, man. So after this game, I'll probably go maybe the movies or grab something to eat or whatever. That's the beauty about traveling. Fit tackle, and then tomorrow we'll do both our games, and I got something to do, very important tomorrow night and whatnot. But it'll be all on BKRtravel, man. Raiders will get the ball here at the 40, and that's going to be fit tackle. What made you pick the countries you pick? We've got a video about that coming out about a week and a half on BKRtravel. We've got a video coming out explaining exactly why. Oh, left-hand side of Reece Welsh. Vietnam is because my dad lives there. He's not Vietnamese. He just lives over there. And it's funny because originally I was only going to go to Vietnam. And then I just thought, oh, I'm in the area. May as well go to India. And then that went from a 28-day trip to a 3-month trip. Like, it's just gone from big to big to bigger. Yeah, Siri. Third tackle even the Broncos at the 35. I did do, last year, when I was deciding to kind of detach from what I was doing at the Titans and whatnot, I did do like a randomizer to see like, oh, Broncos might score here, 10 metres out, now 5 metres out, 4th tackle. Did a randomizer of like Pacific Islands for certain milestones and then another continent kind of deal, unlocking a continent per certain capita and certain milestone, but I decided against that and just decided to go crazy. Reynolds kicks that ball across. That's a try. That's a try for Jesse Arthurs. That's a hat trick. That's 1, 2, 3. That's 1, 2, 3. Benjamin says stream on Twitch will kick, bro. Nah, we'll do it here, bro. We've built our audience here. I could do that, but we've built our audience here, man. There's other people that do it over there. Are you aspiring to be on NRL 360? No, bro. I do my thing. I do my thing because when you're on big corporations and big broadcasts, you have to, and trust me, I take my experience from dealing with organizations and corporates, you have to live by an agenda. And I don't live by shit. Like, I will tell you my perspective and my opinion. You got a question and you don't like it, well, that's your opinion. But at the end of the day, like, it's out of pure intentions. I'm just talking about rugby league. I'm just enjoying the game. So, this is different media to what they do. But when you're working for, like, doing stuff for, like, Channel 9 or Channel 7 or the broadcasting agencies, a lot of the time you're giving an agenda to kind of push that narrative. And I just don't really feel the need to do that. Never say never, man. Like, never say never, but I wouldn't do something where I'm told what to say. So, 2 minutes to go here of the game. The Broncos down by 10 points. They would need to score now and then now again. Use the YouTube vids to suss out places in India in which you're visiting. Use it like a travel guide. Other streamers have great tips and places to go. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree, man. I haven't seen too much here on Howard's Cars, which is quite weird. But I agree. He does, yeah, he owns a bar in Vietnam. Yeah, in Vung Tau. In Vung Tau. But I won't be there until, like, later on. I'm not even seeing Mum. I'm seeing Mum in Thailand. She's coming to Chiang Mai with me later on in the year. But like I said, I might be going to Hawaii after this India trip for a little bit before I go then to Vietnam with her and maybe my daughter if we can get her there. No point in being on 360 now that party man Kenty is gone. Kenty's a wanker. Kenty doesn't like me anyway. And I don't give a shit. I don't care, bro. Broncos are going to pass this ball out wide. They're 15 out. They get the offload away, someone Cobbo. This would be the greatest choke of all time if the Raiders found a way to lose this. It's not going to happen, but it would be the greatest choke of all time. It's not going to happen. Thought about moving some of your content to Rumble, starting to build up over there. Rumble. I guess I could. Like, I could stream on both, but I just don't know if I'm going to do that, but we'll see. I'll definitely consider it. Adam, I've got like BKRtravel already going, bro. Like, that's the thing. I'm already doing this. I may as well just keep it here and have my BKRtravel. But we'll see. We'll see how we feel. Third tackle out the back now to Ben Hunt. Ben Hunt out to Reece Welsh. Reece Welsh gets across to Jesse Arthurs. Arthurs can't get the offload away. Fourth tackle. You're going to have to score and then not take the kick. You're going to have to score and then not take the kick for the Broncos. Ben Hunt out the back to Reece Welsh. Reece Welsh gets it across into Jesse Arthurs. Fourth tackle. You don't need to kick it. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Best is sticking to one place. What do you mean? Oh, yeah, I agree. Yeah, I get what you mean. Ben Hunt kicks it into the air. This is the last chance here for the Bronx, and no one went up for it, and the Raiders are going to surprise the Broncos and win this game. I would assume 32-22. There's 35 seconds left here. I would assume no one scores. If Raiders will win, should I worry? The Raiders have 28 seconds to go, mate. They've already won the game. But if they offered 13 mil to go to Rumble? Sure, man. Sure. You offered me 13 million? Dylan Brown? Sure. Sure, I'll come to Rumble, mate. I'll rumble it up. 13 million. Mate, give us a fiver, you know? 13 million is a lot of money. But anyway, that is the game, my friends. That is the game. 32-22. Congratulations to Canberra. Phenomenal performance in front of a phenomenal crowd. The Raiders now. Well, they go first. So they had 22. And the Raiders won this game by 10. So they go to plus 32. Oh, that last try. Oh, if they didn't give up that last try, the Broncos, they would have been in first with a plus 40 points differential. Now they're going to be in second position, just above the Knights. That's great performance here by the Raiders. They had now 2 wins from 2 games, and you've got to be happy for them. Broncos, not so good. Really disappointing performance from them, but it's only round 2. Last week still happened. This week definitely happened. So you've got to take both into account and try to find something to go forward into round 3, round 4, and round 5 kind of deal. Tomorrow, guys, we'll be live for the Eels vs Tigers game, which is 3:05 p.m. Queensland time, 5:15 p.m. Queensland time. For me, that will not be that time. It'll be like 9:30 in the morning and 9 a.m. So I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm going to chill out for a bit, guys. 3 upsets this round. Warriors beat Manly, upset. Rabbitohs beat Dragons, upset. Panthers beat the Roosters, which was an upset. And this game was also an upset. So there's 4 upsets this round. But big day tomorrow because, again, that's my team for the Titans. And I don't usually do Titans streams, but we're live for every single game. So fire it up. But I appreciate you. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Titans going to smack the Bulldogs. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. So, jeez, these hands are so red, bro. It looks like they're bloodshot. It actually, like it looks like they're